Hey guys, Doterian here, back with another Last Epoch video. So for all the min-maxers out there, including myself, this is a very important quick video about loot tables and legendary potentials of uniques in Last Epoch. So if you're thinking about target farming or crafting legendaries, this is the video for you. So the other day, I got a 4 legendary potential Urzul's Pride. We're going to refer to 2 resources to see what the odds of this happening is. Now, if you haven't seen my video on the best resources in the game, check out the description down below for that link to that video. Whilst you're down there, drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's continue to lastepochtools.com, where we have the resources for items, and we click into unique and set items. Now, this website is amazing because it will tell you exactly how rare an item is. We have all the unique and set items sorted in alphabetical order. We have Aaron's Will at the top, and all the way down the bottom, on the 7th page, we have whatever that name is. Type tells you what piece of gear it is. Class tells you whether or not it's specific to a certain class. Level tells you the required level to put on the gear. And then we have these 2 tables here, these 2 columns. So we have level for legendary potential. Now, level for legendary potential is not a level, but rather it's a number that indicates how hard it is to get legendary potential onto that piece of gear. The higher the number is, the harder it is to get legendary potential on a piece of gear. So if I click on the column, for example, these items here, now they have a dash because Advent of the Erased is a Weaver's Will item. You can't get legendary potential on this particular item. These are set items which can't get legendary potential, Weaver's Will items. So the dash means that they can't get legendary potential on the piece of gear. But let's look at this, for example, Wings of Argentus. It has level for legendary potential of 115. This means that this particular item, so here we go into Wings of Argentus. It says here, effective level for legendary potential, 115. So for 1 legendary potential, it's rare. And if you hover over it, it gives you a 1% chance to get legendary potential on this piece of gear. That is if you find it out in the open or use a Rune of Ascendance, for example. Whereas 2 legendary potential has a very, very low chance. And then for 3 legendary potential, 4 legendary potential, the system doesn't even know what to do because it's almost impossible to get legendary potential on this piece of gear. If we go back and we look at an item which has very little legendary potential, so here we have Alchemist's Ladle. Now with Alchemist's Ladle, it has 0 level for legendary potential. This means when I check the legendary potential on this particular item, you have a 40% chance to find this item with 1 legendary potential on it. Whereas to get 4 legendary potential, it's a 0.37% chance. So it's not impossible for this item to get the 4 legendary potential. So with respects to Urzul's Pride, this particular item here has a 40% chance to roll with legendary potential, 13.6% chance to roll with 2 legendary potential, and for 4 legendary potential, it's a 0.078% chance. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still very, very lucky. So I wasn't completely not surprised, but at the same time, because this item has a low effective level, it is much more likely that I will get a 4 legendary potential item. If, for example, we look at Wings of Argentus, which has the highest effective level for legendary potential, or Ravenous Void, for example, with 105, these items are almost impossible to find with legendary potential on it. Next, we're going to talk about the Reroll Chance column. Now, the Reroll Chance basically just means how hard is it for you to find this item in the first place. Now, with Wings of Argentus, the reroll chance has a dash through it, and the reason why is because Wings of Argentus is actually a drop from God Hunter Argentus, dropped from the Stolen Lance tieline, and it's an empowered tieline. You can target farm this particular drop, but to target farm this item for 4 legendary potential is basically impossible. On the other hand, we have Ravenous Void, and Ravenous Void is a pair of gloves that gives you like these void barriers. I'm not going to go through what the item does specifically, but to find this with 1 legendary potential, it has a 4% chance. But the catch is that this is an extremely rare item in the first place. So here you can see the reroll chance has 98% chance. What this means is if you were to find thousands of gloves, out of the thousands of gloves that you find, the best way to simulate this is actually in Tunk Lab. So I'm going to show you a scenario. So we're in Tunk Lab now. In Tunk Lab, we have Echo Reward Simulator. So here we're going to choose gloves. So we're going to pick Ending the Storm, level 100, Empowered Monoliths. And so here we're going to select complete 1000 echoes. Now, actually, when I completed 1000 echoes, it didn't find this item at all. Let me try again. No, okay, let's try reset the stats and try again. Okay, there we go. So we found 1 out of 1000 simulations, and this was the second time we did it. So out of 2000 gloves that we found, we only found 1 Ravenous Void. So you can see this item here, Ravenous Void, is extremely rare, and it has an extremely high level for legendary potential. This means if you find a 4 legendary potential Ravenous Void, you've basically just spent the entire luck that you'll ever earn in your entire life into this one item, and you're basically like gone from Hunter x Hunter. So using Last Epoch tools and Tunk Labs, we can basically try and guess how rare a certain item is and confirm its rarity. If you need to target farm a certain item, Tunk Labs and Last Epoch tools has the resources which tell you which timelines to farm and how rare the item is. So for example, we have Herald of the Scurry. This particular item is a rare drop, meaning that it has a reroll chance of 70. So it's pretty hard to find, and so you have to get lucky. But if you were to try and target farm this item, you can target farm the Black Sun timeline. If you want to be even more optimistic, once you find that particular item, you also have the odds of that item rolling with legendary potential as well. And that's if you want to be very optimistic. So that's it for my quick video. If you learned something, drop me a like down below. And as always, have an awesome day. Bye for now.